Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 96 of WCW. I am Swarls. We are 12 days away from Bash at the Beach, which means when we do Nitro, it will be the go home. But we're still, we're going to be doing Saturday and Super Viernes before that. So we got a little ways to go before we get to the next to that Nitro. But it will be our go home Nitro, and then we will. I think next stream we will finally be getting to a pay-per-view. So that's fun. Also, if you're not watching the other series or haven't been, checking out my channel or anything, I did recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I have become YouTube partner, which is very cool. But I'm just gonna throw this out there because I don't know how it's gonna work. I set up all the stuff to get like my videos monetized, like your AdSense account, and blah blah. And then at the end, it was like, "Hey, do you want to monetize all your videos?" And I said, "Yeah," and it just did it. So if you're getting like 1,000,000 ads, let me know, because I just kind of let it cook. Because otherwise I would have had to manually go in and add like ad breaks to every single video, and I have like 200 videos, so I just let it do it. So yeah, let me know if you're getting like a zillion ads. I'll try. I'll have to fix it manually. Ah yes, Skyda. Hello, welcome. Face. Yeah, I assume. House show in Alberta, hell yeah. Skyda, let's get you onto Super Viernes. Alright, and just like that, we are here for Saturday, which we tape on Wednesdays. We are still like 2 pay-per-views away. We're still quite a ways away from Great American Bash. But let's see what we booked last week. It'll be a surprise to both of us. No nights off. Let's go. Just out of curiosity, we've been grinding away on these Canada house shows. Oh, 257 fans. Okay, just thought I'd check. Okay, so still nobody. Cool. Let's see. I'm seeing May 17th for Northwest. Last time we went to Wyoming, so let's not go to Wyoming this time. Small venues. All right, there's 2 Tacoma domes. We're gonna go to the one that's cheaper and that we're gonna sell out. We're gonna go to the shitty Tacoma dome. Ooh, a near certainty character idea. Okay, hell yeah. A safe bet character idea. Okay, hell yeah. Let's keep grinding these. A near certainty for Avalanche. Okay. That's 3 for 3 on character ideas. A safe bet. Oh my god. And another one. Holy, that's like the best creative meeting we've ever had, especially when it comes to character ideas. They were cooking. Great job, everybody. Incidents. Let's see. Rick Rude and Arnie Anderson have heat. Okay. Thank you, Randy. Lance Storm got yelled at. Training. Oh, very, very chill locker room up here in the Pacific Northwest. Let's do open forum. Battlecat's angry. Alright, let's see what we did last week. Eddie Guerrero defeated Richard Slinger to retain the TV title. Evelyn Sherry, I bet Kurt wants a match where Sherry is above the ring. That sick freak, right, of course. Dance Ever Eddie Gilbert defeated Catch Club of Takata and Ken Shamrock. Ken and Takata not happy with each other after match. Super spooky entrance for the Coven. The Coven beat the Fantastics. Williams and catches challengers to a no rules match. John Paul Levesque beat Jeff Hardy. JPL says Eddie is a coward because he won't defend the TV title against him. Okay. 4 Horsemen Ric Flair. Yeah, and we got that 100 main event. Yeah, of course. Okay. I need to turn this music down a smidge. It's a little distracting. Here we go. All right. Oh, someone pointed out on YouTube that I had Funk booked twice for Great American Bash, so we have changed courses a little bit because I had Funk um, wrestling for the TV title against JPL, and then I also had him teaming with Onita to take on Slinger and Bullpain. So obviously we're not going to do that. So instead of shoehorning Shamrock into the Takada and Sever match, I will give him the TV title match with JPL, which could be a problem in the sense that he's not going to want to lose to JPL. But also JPL's is the Horseman. We could just do like a DQ finish or something shitty like that. Or I mean something good, something really good and awesome, some really good thing. Speaking of John Paul. How are we looking on pop? 50. Okay. 67 in the Southeast. I mean, we're getting places. And you do have 95 star quality. That's good. I can't imagine Eddie is willing to lose to you yet, but let's ask him. Hey, man. How do you feel about losing a match to our good friend Jean-Paul Lavecca? No, okay. He's not yet willing to drop the T. All right, we got to just keep building both these guys. Because Eddie said he would defend this TV title every week. So let's do that. Eddie Guerrero, you're defending the television title. Let's give him Rick Martel. Is Martel doing anything at Bash? Austin, Eddie, Avalanche, and Hennig, Cactus Williams, Takada Severs, Steamboat, Tenro. No. Okay. So we'll go 12 minutes. We will make this a TV title match. Eddie is going to win. But because Rick Martel is a Horseman, we will do like botched interference. Oh, and you know what? Let's even just straight up put Jean-Paul out here. Not hitting Eddie, hitting Rick. Rick should be accidentally hit by Jean-Paul. That's how we'll advance their little thing going on. Then afterwards, let's do a 3-minute beatdown. Are these guys in a storyline? I don't even know. No, they are not. I would imagine Eddie is in the world title scene. He sure is. And I don't want to add JPL to that because that will tank it. So let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. So let's call this 3 minutes. I guess just serious. And let's have Jean-Paul and Martel beat up Eddie. JPL and Martel beat up Eddie post-match. Okay. And I set Eddie to win, right? I did, okay. I thought I might have forgot that for a second. All right. So Avalanche challenged Hennig to... Well, he didn't really challenge him. He cut a promo that was like, yeah, I bet Kurt Hennig really wants to win Sherry in a match. I bet he would love that. So he's going to come out here and cut a promo that's basically like, I really don't want that, but you know what? Fine. If that's what's going to end this, if you'll leave me alone, we can have a match where Sherry is suspended above the ring. Kurt reluctantly agrees to Shark Cage match with Avalanche. Great. Telling stories. Let's see. Okay, do we debut Onita? I think we debut Bull Payne first, and then Onita shows up later as Funk's partner. So I think we should debut Bull Payne. Bull Payne is here. We got 2 bulls. That's... And he's got 50 pop. I keep forgetting about that. He's already recognizable. That's wild. Let's just do fucking Terry Funk and Bull Payne. Fuck it. And then Slinger can interfere and be revealed as, like, the mastermind or whatever. Yeah, let's do a wild brawl. 10-minute wild brawl. Terry isn't probably going to want to put him over, but that's fine. Terry can win by DQ. Yeah, we'll do a DQ finish. Terry wins. DQ. Interference from Richard Slinger. And then afterwards, let's do an angle where they beat up... They put the boots to Terry, but more so than that, they like shake hands and reveal that they are in an alliance. So let's rate them as working the crowd. And let's rate Terry as like selling. Bull and Slinger reveal they are in an alliance. Okay, great. You love to see it. Let's see. We have basically all of our top stories. The Coven should probably continue to win matches. Of course, being Kevin Sullivan and Vampiro. Last week they beat the Fantastics. This week they can beat the Italians. Hey. Give Vampiro the win. And then afterwards they are going to cut a promo. I guess they're going to cook. They're going to say some spooky shit about the Steiners. Again, I wish Nick was here. He's a lot better at coming up with dumb, spooky shit off the cuff. Really just not my lane. But you know who is really good at that? Kevin Sullivan. So we'll be fine. The Coven calls out the Steiner brothers. Okay. I mean, we got 100 with this Flair and Tenru versus Arn and Steamboat match. So, I mean, do we just go back to that well? Oh, we had Takada and Shamrock yell at each other, but we're not doing that anymore. So let's have them do like a backstage thing, where they're like, "Hey, sorry I yelled at you last week, bro. Tonight we're gonna be on the same page and we're gonna take out Dan Severn." Shamrock and Takada are gonna try to get on the same page tonight. That is a horrendous misspelling. Alright, I think we just run the exact match back we did last week. I don't love doing that. That's not a thing I usually do. But it just kind of makes the most sense. So it was Dan Severn and Eddie Gilbert. What a weird team. Dan and Eddie against Ken and Takada. Give this 10 minutes. I will give them the storytelling match telling the story of, hey, this time Ken and Takada were on the same side. Let's have Takada pin Eddie Gilbert. All right, we should really book a main event at this point. We didn't book the Steiners at all last week, or really this week. And we could always shoehorn them into a thing with the Horsemen. That's always on the table. I'm really tempted to just run the 100 tag match back. But that would be, I don't know, borderline cheating. But we can, I mean, I guess we could do, well, I booked Martel. John Paul, I guess technically hasn't wrestled. He just showed up. So we can do a 6-man tag. That would be marginally different. So let's do that. Let's do 3v3. Rick, Tenryu, Jean-Paul Levesque. So we've instantly made this match worse. Taking on Arn, Ricky Steamboat. Kurt is kind of being... You know what? Let's do Kurt. Because Kurt was really aligned with these guys for the longest time. And he'll make the match better. And Avalanche can interfere to cause the finish. Maybe we could get John Paul to pin Kurt Hennig? Is that insane? It's pretty insane. I could ask him. Hey man, how do you feel about losing a match to Jean Paul Levesque? No, you don't. You don't want to. Okay. And I would imagine everyone else is just even more over. Yep. And yep. Okay. Alright, we'll just have to give one of the other guys the win. It's fine. So let's have Ric Flair pin Kurt Hennig. And let's have... You know what? Let's do a Sherry distraction. Let's change it up a little bit. Billy, what's up, man? Is Sherry in that storyline? Is that going to work? I should check that. She is. Okay, so it will advance it. Perfect. You'd love to see it. Oh, and that brings us to 87 minutes. I booked everything but a main event. We should do something about Cactus and Dr. Death, although I think we just said, like, no rules. Yeah, we've basically already set up the pay-per-view match, which is not the best idea. We could do it on TV. See, I screwed myself by doing the no rules match, because we could have had them have a regular match, and then that could have led to the no rules match at the pay-per-view. Although I think they already had a regular match on pay-per-view. What do we do for like 5 more weeks of this? Other than have tag matches, which I know is the real answer. Well, I know what's happening tonight. Cactus Jack's cutting a promo. Cactus Jack. Dr. Death doesn't know what he's in for. Alright. Let's put this in some kind of order. I like opening with Eddie and Rick. That's a hot open. I wonder if we're using too much JPL. We are using a little bit too much. I was worried about that. What if we completely eliminate this little 3-minute one here? Would that be enough? Yes, that would be enough. Beautiful. Oops. I forgot I wasn't in placement mode anymore. Well, the game disagrees, Billy. It thought there was it thought there was too much JPL. Kurt reluctantly agrees to Sharkade. Yeah, I guess Kurt reluctantly agreeing to it right before this kind of makes sense. Like, I guess it would also make sense for like Arn and Ricky to be out there too, but whatever. I'm not going to change it. I don't know what this is going to get because I think, like, even though it's a lot of the bones of last week's main event, I think adding JPL to it is going to make it worse. So I'll say like an 89. Is there music playing? The music appears to have just stopped. There we go. Now it's too loud. All right. That's better. All right, Eddie and Rick Martel, 76. Why did this do so bad? Oh, probably no storyline? Yeah, no story. Wow. They love stories on this brand. Yeah, that sucks, because this could have gotten, like, 80s for sure, but that's fine. 79 for Ken and Takada being like, hey, remember that angle we did last week? Don't worry about it. It never happened. We're about to redo the match. You never saw that. 81. Takada's gimmick is getting stale. What the fuck is his gimmick? Shooter. I mean, that is a good gimmick for him. Yeah, we're just going to tweak it. That's fine. Cactus promo, 69. Cactus's promos are all over the place. Cactus can give me a 95. Cactus can give me a 69. Granted, he did struggle this time, so that makes a little bit of sense, but damn, that sucks. 68 for the Coven squashing the Italians. Kevin Sullivan and Vampiro were off their game. That's rough. Mainly because I need these guys to win these titles from the Steiners, and they might not do that. And we got a 60 for them calling the Steiners out. A 70 for Terry Funk versus Bull Payne. Bull Payne got a 47. So that's not great. I was hoping that would be better. How does Gimmick do? Bull F and Payne is his gimmick, and it's adequate. Sure. And then we got a 57 for Bull Payne and Richard Slinger shaking hands. No one cared about that. I mean, I thought he would have a good wild brawl with Terry Funk. That's his lane. But no, Bull Payne is not particularly good. I don't know why he's so over. Someone was fucking pushing this guy. Some AI booker for the past 3 years has been pushing Bull Payne. Now I'm taking advantage of it. 94 for Headache being like, whatever, man. Put her in the shark cage. I don't care. Leave me alone. Main event, 93. Okay. JPL didn't completely kill the match. And sneaking him into like 93 rated main events is only going to help his cause here. $92. We got the wide selection of angles, which helped get us over a 90 for sure. I think we would have been right in line with the 89 or 88, I was guessing. Really got saved by these last two segments. This was a very ho-hum show. And then we had an awesome Kurt promo and an awesome main event. So we take for sure. I'm not doubting JPL. That's what the numbers say. The numbers say he's got like a 63. But I guess everyone else in that match is like 80s and 90s, so he didn't, it's fine. We made 500 grand. We're up in the Maritimes. That's what's important. All right. A good Saturday night. Uh-oh. Hey, there we go. No problem. That was scary. All right. Do we need anything before we get to Super Viernes? I don't think so. Also, I think, what are we doing on Super Viernes? I think we got the Trios Tournament Finals, right? JPL should beat Austin. Maybe in like 1997. Probably not happening for a while. Oh, Roddy's back 100%. I definitely knew he was hurt. Negro Navarro has signed with UWA. That's fine. Roddy is fully fit. And we did a house show in Saskatchewan for 80 fans. Cool. Now morale issues? Now that's what I call morale issues. Alright, let's book Super Viernes. No nights off. As always, we will be running Arena Mexico. Did y'all see the MJF and Mystico CMLL show is going to be a pay-per-view on Triller? For $20, which is interesting, because that's like less than the YouTube subscription costs. Alright. We had a lot of character ideas, which was great. We do have a pay-per-view coming up like next week, so maybe it's time to start farming some finishes. A safe bet for Tenryu, okay. Likely, not ideal. Likely, I mean, we'll take it. Bit of a gamble, nope. 40 points left, give me a character idea. Bit of a gamble for Kurt Hennig. Okay, we have bad ideas for Kurt Hennig today. Locker room incidents. La Vacarita has showed up and she wants to hang out. Yeah, you can hang out. Aguila del America has showed up, and he wants to hang out. Sure, man. Why do you guys all just want to hang out? Guerrero de la Muerte has showed up. He wants to hang out. Yeah, sure. Viano 3 is passing on microphone tips to Viano 4. Great. Gordon Soley got ribbed. American Love Machine also ribbed the entire locker room. Training. Our Stooge lets us know that Connect wants to be a chief enforcer. Alright. Skipping that this week. Yes, we are in fact doing our Trios Tournament Final. And we have a book this dummy of Savage and El Genio taking on Pero and whoever he wants. Alright, I mean, I think the Trios match has to go last. And let's see how that goes. I'm going to give that 16, but that might be too long considering some of the guys. So that is Too Cold. That's American Love Machine. That's Great Sasuke. Taking on Negro Casas, El Dandy, and Pirata Morgan. I would really love for American Love Machine to pin Pirata Morgan. I think we can do that and get these baby faces to win. But let's see. Maybe I should tell these guys to cook, actually. Maybe I should give them like 12 cook. I don't know if cooking is good for tech guys. I'm going to give them 16. Also, is everyone cool with that? Oh, everyone is cool with that. Okay, great. And that is too much Pirata Morgan and too much Great Sasuke. Okay, so let's take this down to like 12. Is that better? Yes. All right, great. And then we're doing Savage and El Genio. I can't just do... I gotta know there's more than one L. That I can't just... Alright, and they're gonna take on... Pero... Who's teaming with Pero? Oh, he's the World Light Heavyweight Champion. That's what this feud's supposed to be about, isn't it? I kind of forgot about that. Because Savage and Genio are definitely gonna be, Light Heavyweights. Coco would be fun. Hamada. Is there any... Who else is like... Demon and Atlantis. It really could be anybody. This is a really big spot for Sky to... Although he does have 64 pop in Mexico, which is what matters. Yeah, we should probably be looking at pop. Rayo de Jalisco is super over in Mexico. He should be recognizable in the US even. He's not though. Well, let's put him in here and make that happen. I mean, listen, who cares about the genius? So I'm gonna have Pero pin the genius. I think that just makes sense. Sorry, Lanny. Road agent. Okay, well, get him out of there. Sky does a road agent? Okay. What a cast of characters we have road agenting these matches. Only 2 actual luchadors, and one of them just showed up. Babe Ricard should not be doing it. Yeah, sure, Nick Bockwinkel. Put this lucha match together. Sure. Let's have Savage attack him out. Alright, you know what? Let's just do fight. Let's just do 5 minutes. Savage and Pero fighting, and then they're trying to pull them apart. Big Savage Pero pull apart brawl. I don't even think we have to modify his contract. I think we could just, hey man, stop road agenting. I think we could just do that. Okay. We need our Tech Master class. We need our high spot match. But those should both be fine. Did we? Oh, we had Hayabusa. Oh, we haven't booked Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinsaki. Oh, do we do this? We should probably do this as a dark match, just in case. I mean, I would sure hope these guys have chemistry. Although they're both unimportant. Oh, and Jinsei's like not even in Japan. He's really a nobody. All right, let's do this as a dark match. Let's give them a chemistry check in the dark match against, I don't know. Taka and MS1. Pre-show, 8 minutes. Your winner, Hayabusa. Oh, Taka is like pissed. Oh, Taka was going to complain. And then Hayabusa intimidated him into not complaining. Okay. All right. I see you, Hayabusa. Okay. All right. Let's see. What did we do with Norman last week? We had Norman, like, yell at Atlantis, right? Yeah, he wants a no BS. I mean, we should just, not Atlantis, with Blue Panther. I don't know when we're gonna blow these things off. We should probably just do the Norman and Blue Panther match. Although, there's no way Norman can win this. Well, he does have some pop in Mexico, which is why he's here. But no, he cannot beat Blue Panther, which is fine. Blue Panther can simply win. I think that's okay. I once had Lashley go over Lawler. What year was Jerry Lawler complaining about Bobby Lashley? Was that like when you just called him up from OVW or something? How many matches have you guys had? Oh, this is the third match. So this is it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is... Let's do a 2 out of 3 falls match. And then Norman can maybe at least get a fall on Blue Panther. But Blue Panther is going to win, obviously. We'll do Tech Masterclass. This might be too much Norman Smiley. But right now, I'm giving them an 18-minute match. Is that too much Norman Smiley? Yes, that is far too much Norman Smiley. All right. 14 minutes of Norman Smiley. Is that too much Norman Smiley? Oh, now he's slight. Okay. All right. Well, you can't have like a 12-minute 2 out of 3 falls match. So let's just do 1v1. 12. Okay. That's unfortunate. It was my way to make the blush. I feel like having guys come up and just beat someone over, like, it doesn't work as well as you would hope. I feel like they usually get at most 3 or 4 points from that. I don't know. If anyone's ever found a way to have guys, like, instantly gain 20 pop, I'd love to hear it. But to me, it seems like the slow and steady way works better. Anyway, we need to steal the show or high spots match, which we're going to book. We're going to book. Who is recognizable? Oh, boy. This looks like a job for Lasertron. Although he's not really a steal the show guy, honestly. Although, I guess if we just, like, snuck him in with guys that were, it would probably be fine. So let's do it like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do a 3v3. Let's do Lasertron. Teaming with... I mean, who else is just, like, super good? Ariel. I mean, Felino's pretty good. Psychosis is really good. Super Ash. Oh, Super Ash. Well, Alright, let's do Psychosis. And let's do Liz Mark. Let's do Felino. Let's do Psychosis and Felino. And then we'll take on a heal team. Do we have... Actually, Black Warriors is okay. As far as, like, aerial and flashiness and all that. Oro. Oro, Plata, and Black Warrior. You guys cook. And let's do... I think Oro or Plata should... Which one of you has a belt? Is it Oro or Plata? I don't remember. Plata. Let's give Plata a win. Do you have any pop, Hamada? Oh, you have pop. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. I'll do you one better than a dark match. For Social Hamada. Oh, God, neither one of them can talk. Alright. I'm going to have Gran Hamada in a very quick backstage segment introduce the newest member of the Super Viernes roster, his daughter. Gran Hamada introduces his daughter, Social, to the roster. Backstage. This might do really bad. How much more time do we have? Oh, wow. We still have like 20 minutes. Okay. Because I book a lot of matches, but a lot of them end up having to be short because our roster is like all unknown guys. Oh, Piper's back, and he was... Yeah, he's feuding with the Viernes. Let's look at these storylines. We have Astro and Connect is another one we really should just like blow off at some point. You know what? Let's do a promo hyping a match for next week. This is another one I don't know if this will do well. Astro, Connect, promo setting up Astro Connect next week for heavyweight title. Book this dummy. Book Hamada against his daughter? I don't... Probably gonna book them together. And then, what else do we have? Storylines. Panther and Norman, we are blowing that off. Piper. What happened with Piper? Negro, Castle, Dandy, Roddy Piper. Okay. So Piper got hurt in that 6-man. And then we've done nothing since then. Okay. Well, Piper's back. And he would probably be like a man possessed. So let's do a backstage brawl with Piper and the Viernes. You know what? 5 minutes might be too long because the Viernes are not that over. But yeah, let's do Piper fighting backstage with the Viernes. Atlantis should probably be on the show in some form or fashion. Are there any other storylines? Panther, Norman, Piper, Viano, Savage, Aguayo. That's happening. I might just have Atlantis win a match. I mean, he could cut a promo, but like, I don't know. I don't think he's much of a promo. He's an okay promo. But I also wouldn't mind just like, hey, Atlantis, go have a 10-minute open match with Doug Furnace. You know what I mean? That sounds fun. I was going to say, there's no way I've done that before. That would be wild. And that's the show. We somehow exactly nailed the 80% match ratio. Alright, we got to open with the Tech Master class. So let's get that down here. The Hamadas have strong second segment energy. Lannis and Doug, Piper is back. Let's do this promo like up here. Big Saturday. Yeah, that's the show. You probably know Doug Furnas. I mean, maybe you know him from All Japan, but you probably know Doug Furnas and Phil LaFawn as like a short-lived tag team in the WWF in what, like 96, 97, around then. They showed up for a little bit. Anyway, I don't know what this show's gonna get. The main event, like Too Cold, American Love Machine, and Great Sasuke are not guys that normally have a main event match, so I'm a little worried that gets like a 78. Although I do think Negro Casas El Dandy could carry it because they're Negro Casas and El Dandy. I'll guess like an 83. Taka and MS1 don't click. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, Jinsei got a 29. Jinsei needs some work. But Hayabusa, even with like no pop at all, is basically ready to go. He got a 62. In fact, I'm curious, what is his pop in Mexico? Nothing. His pop in Mexico is nothing. And he got a 62. Holy fuck. Alright. Okay. If you think the JPL push has been egregious on Saturday, just wait for the Hayabusa push here on Super Viernes. Just wait. Oh my god. Back to the show. Norman and Blue Panther got an 81. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I wish we could have done like a 20-minute 2 out of 3 falls match, but you know, then people would have complained, then the show would have got a lower rating, so we'll take it. Yeah, this is about what I expected. It's interesting that Social is better than Gran Hamada, although I don't know anything about them as promos. Maybe that makes perfect sense. I have no idea. Her Rudo gimmick is awful. That's because she's a fucking babyface. Fuck. Shit. That's my bad. I should have fixed that. Alright. 73 for Atlantis and Doug Furnas. They didn't click. Alright, well. I thought it would be fun, and sometimes your gut is wrong. Sometimes things aren't fun. Sometimes they just suck. Although 73 is fine. For like just a random mid-card match. Okay, this is not great. Piper. Who's Piper? What is it going to be, like Coco? He was teaming with Coco in the Trios tournament. I don't know. I gotta say, these gringos that we put onto this brand to kind of like, you know, make it more appealing to like our American audience on TBS or whatever, not doing the best. Which probably makes sense, you know? They're a little out of place here on the Lucha brand. I will take an 81 for this random-ass match. That's really good, actually. I should do more with Oro and Plata. I should do more with them. $64 for this promo. That's about what I expected. 82 for Randy and the Genius against Paraguayo and Rayo de Jalisco Jr. Eugenio got a 52, so he was definitely the weak link here, and definitely should have gotten pinned. That was the correct call. Although Savage got an 88. Maybe Savage is doing just fine in Mexico. I thought he was going to come here and put over Pero, but, like, I think he might be beating Pero. Because Pero's more over in Mexico, but he's, like, that's a guy that has, like, 80-something pop in Mexico and is pulling low 70s. So that means his in-ring is, like, not good at this point in his career. Kanek is not Conan, no. That is a different man. 89 for the brawl, so they like that. Alright, come on, main event. Come on, main event. Alright, let's go. 86. That is very good. considering we snuck Too Cold and Sasuke into this. American Love Machine is over. He was the over guy of that group. We finally crowned Trios champions after them being vacant for months now after we bought the brand. I like these guys as the champions. That's fun. We could just do fun. This could be the fun match division with these trios. Also, now that we have trios champions, maybe it's time to start bringing in some more luchadors. But we'll see. Because we'll run out of challenging teams quickly unless we just start mixing and matching everybody. 86. I'll take that. That's a really good show. We're starting to get in the groove a little bit on these Super Viernes shows, because we use a different product on this. We had to kind of find our groove a little bit. We had to figure out who we could book in long matches and who we couldn't without getting, because it's this weird thing of we're an American company booking for an American audience, but all the shows are in Mexico. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. Made $300,000. Okay. Pop recap. Going up. Well, improving. I would like to see... We've been at 80 for a long time. I would like to see it actually go up to 81. Hello, Mike Adamley. How are you, sir? Hey, he could be good at play-by-play. Maybe we should give him a chance. Lanny Poffo has left AWF, sure. The Genius has left USWA, sure. 1.1 million people watch Super Viernes. Why is he in the database in 1995? Because he was, he's always been around, you know? He was doing, like, American Gladiators at the time. He was just he was a media personality you could have hired in 1995. So we have Rey Mysterio, but he's not on the Lucha brand, which does sound stupid when I say it out loud. He's on Nitro. The thing with Rey Mysterio is we signed him too early, and I don't think he's actually over in Mexico. Yeah, he's not. He's more over in America. I guess that's why he's on Nitro. And Conan is in the WWF, believe it or not. Conan is like a top guy on WWF. 1995 WWF is really weird because this mod started in 1992, and it's still very 1992 vibes. Like Hogan's still there and on top. It's weird. House show at Manitoba, 79 fans, great. So if you remember at Bash at the Beach, we're doing that like unification match with El Dandy and Ultimo, where we're gonna debut the Cruiserweight title. I think once we debut the Cruiserweight title, I might make that floating between every brand. Even though we don't, like, you know, Super Viernes has enough freaking belts. Like, they have more belts than we know what to do with on that brand, but it would help. I think I might do that. Hoovy. How old is Hoovy in 95? In the past, he's worked for WCW. Now, it hasn't happened yet. That's in the future. See, Cleveland All-Pro wants to sign Giant Warrior. Go for it. Coco Beware has left the WWF. Take that, Vince. We got him. We're doing the bird. Alright, this is our go-home Nitro for Bash at the Beach. A thing I need to remind myself. As a reminder, the card for Bash at the Beach, which we're going to do at the beach in Japan. We're going to go to, like, Okinawa or whatever. WCW title, Steve Austin's going to defend against Kenta Kobashi. The Triple Crown will be on the line as Sting will take on Bam Bam. Tag titles will be on the line as Owen Hart and Steve Regal defend against the Holy Demon Army. There'll be a triple threat match with Dustin Rhodes, Sabu, and Ron Simmons. Light heavyweight title will be on the line. We're doing a unification match as Ultimo will take on El Dandy. Women's title will be on the line as Cynthia Moreno will take on Manami Toyota. Vader will take on Brian Pillman. Jumbo Tsuruta will take on Terry Gordy. And Rick Rude and Marty Jannetty will take on Stan Hansen and Masawa. Check search for under 26 with high star quality. I feel like we've done this, but I guess there could be new guys. Search. Wrestlers. To hire. Where the fuck is age? Oh, over here. 26. Star quality. Let's just put in like 90 because it's going to give me a wide range. Folks, here he is, the future of WCW, Frank Franklin. Frank Franklin is a regular wrestler trained at Wild Samoan Training Center who turned pro in March 1992. Hailing from Tennessee, he is 6'4" and 290 pounds and is a fantastic heel. He is a natural at playing psychos. He usually finishes opponents with the Rage Spine Buster. Oh, star quality's not range. That's a good point. Oh, this guy sucks. I thought about signing this guy to Dev as like a yuck, but he's really bad. All right, let's change this to like 80. 75 even. Okay, that's a little better. Still a lot of fake people though, which I don't love. Wow, it's like, hey, Christian Cage. I've heard of this guy. 75 star quality, I mean it's Christian Cage. We should sign Christian Cage to Dev. We should do that. Yeah, that's fine. All right, who else we got here? More fake guys. Ekmo. Oh, his stats are bad. He does have 79 star quality in 85 minutes, but these... El Sagrado is 19. Damn, he's like good already. Are you having matches? You're unemployed. You're working some indies. Yeah, 48. Does anyone know anything about El Sagrado? He seems good. Fuerza Guerrera Jr. Jeff Hardy, who is 17. It's a little too young. A little too young. Johnny Angel, a British guy. Really good psychology and brawling. I don't know. Marcus Bagwell. Masakatsu Funaki, 84 star quality. Are you loyal to anybody? Yeah, loyal to PWFG. Listen, man, if you ever change your mind, we got a spot for you over here on Nitro. Mascara Jr. Minoru Suzuki. Also loyal to PWFG. Stupid. Oh, he's already shortlisted. Okay. I see we have been down this road before. Sean Morley. I'm good. Solar Jr. Didn't we try to sign Solar? Oh, this is Solar Jr. We tried to sign the real Solar. Tiger Mask 5. Vampire Warrior has 77 star quality. Good for him. All right, I'm gonna sign this El Sagrado guy. Don't know anything about him, but he's already good, and he's only 19. And he's got 76 star quality. So I'm going to take a chance on this guy. We have Edge already, don't we? Am I making that up? Isn't he already in fucking Smoky Mountain? Yeah, there he is. He's just Edge already. And he has cooled momentum. Cornette's jobbing him. Cornette thinks his kid's a jabroni. Alright, let's book fucking Nitro. No nights off. You know what? As this is our go-home show, we should probably do it in Japan. That just makes a lot of sense. So let's go to Japan. Also, we should probably check, will there be a venue in Kyushu that we can run? This holds 15. Although for a pay-per-view, we... Oh, okay. Alright, so the only place here I see is Marine Mess Fukuoka, which is part of Fukuoka Convention Center in Fukuoka, Japan. That doesn't feel like it's on the beach, I gotta say. Although Marine kind of implies that it's by water. I'm gonna look this up. Fukuoka. Oh, it's right on the water. Actually, this is an amazing place to have Bash at the Beach. I changed my mind. This is actually like a perfect venue. Sorry, I looked it up on my phone, so I can't just show it on stream. But it's literally like, yeah, it's literally like on the water. All right, great. So that's where we're gonna run Bash at the Beach. So for this show, we should probably just go to whatever region is the biggest. It is a tie between Kanto and Kansai. We'll go to Kanto. That is Tokyo. We get 22,000. Holy shit. So we're going to get a much bigger crowd. For Nitro than the pay-per-view. That's funny. Yeah, it's only 15,000, but whatever. The thing is already set to like 20. I mean, we could check just to be sure. But like, it doesn't. Yeah, like that's it. That's literally it. It's the only venue we can run in the region. So that's where we're going to do it. We are going to... Ooh, we could... Kawasaki Stadium is crazy. All right. Yokohama Arena Nitro. Let's go. All right, as I said, we do have a pay-per-view coming up now. Let's try to grind some finishes. We got a near certainty for Owen Hart. Okay, good. I'm not positive his team is winning that match, but okay, good. Bit of a gamble. Okay. A likely for Randy Savage. Okay, sure. And another likely. All right, I would love more certainties and safe bets, but okay. Brad Renegans is here. I don't know this band. And I don't... Brad, why are you in Japan? How did you end up here? I'm going to say no, based on that alone. Mayumi Ozaki. Yeah, you can come in. Michiko Nagashima wants to work. Well, are you any good? No. There's not a spot for you. Mike Awesome yelled at Lance Storm. Tony Schiavone yelled at Lance Storm. Tenryu and Rie Tamada have bonded recently. Okay, great. That guy was Brock Lesnar's trainer. Huh. Marty and Tenryu got into an argument. And Marty got into an argument. Marty, chill. Oh, I probably should have let the Olympian backstage. Well, what are you gonna do? Gordon and Ultimo got along good. Owen did impressions. Jericho won a video game tournament. Training. All right, everyone's jazzed up because we're in Japan, I think. Let's do some team bonding. Everyone seems excited. All right, we made new tensions with Paulie and Sabu. Oh, no. And then we made new with Sabu. Okay, Sabu... Sabu just doesn't like people. That seems to be the problem, because everything else was strengthened. Okay. So Misawa is back babyface. With Stan and Kobashi. I think we got to do those guys in a 6-man tag for the big go-home show, right? Those guys back together. We're here in Japan. That all just makes sense. So we will do Stan, Kenta Kobashi, and Mitsuharu Misawa taking on Steve Austin, Rick Rude, and Marty Jannetty. I can't believe Marty got his way into this match. That's crazy. I assume Rude and Austin are also very popular in Japan. Rude, not as much as I would have liked. Steve is very popular in Japan. And Marty, I have no idea. So yeah, that's fine. They'll be fine. Okay, they're both fairly good. Tag titles. Marty is poor and Rude is poor. Well, that's a shame because I don't... Well, they could win this. Because they're definitely losing at the pay-per-view. Although I kind of want Kobashi to win. Because he's not going to win the title. So let's give Kobashi the win. And then, we're in Japan. You gotta send out Inoki, brother. So let's end the show with just like 4 minutes of Inoki out there raising hands with these guys. Inoki working the crowd. Stan working the crowd. Misawa working the crowd. Kobashi working the crowd. Steve Austin. There. Those guys are still in the background. Inoki raises hands with winning team. All right, which Japanese guys are going to cut promos? I'm looking at Jumbo. Although really anyone from here could cut one for the main event too. Ultimo? Does Ultimo? Ultimo, are you? We go through this a lot. Yeah, he's not really a talker. Although he's very popular in Japan. I'm gonna let him promo. Well, actually, no. El Dandy. We should probably. Does El Dandy have pop in Japan? I didn't think about that when I booked this match. Get 64 pop, and that's not bad. They should probably have a match. Really, everyone should have matches, but I do still need to book promos. Okay. This is... If we're ever going to let Manami Toyota cut a promo, it should probably be in Japan, right? Because she's got way more pop here. Let's let her cook and see what happens! Manami Toyota talks shit on Cynthia Moreno. hype title match. Okay. These are the people I'm kind of looking for. Like the who can cut a promo here that like wouldn't in the States, you know? I think I might just do Dustin and Ron in a singles match. Did I do that recently? Oh, I did. I literally did that like last week or 2 weeks ago. Actually, it was in March, so it's been a minute. Well, when was the last time Dustin wrestled Sabu? That was probably more recently. Oh, it's been a long time since they've wrestled a singles match. These are the... Oh, I was looking at this backwards. Hold on. Let me bring Ron back. Bring Ron back. Yeah, because that was 1994. No, he has not wrestled Ron recently. Okay. No, we're good. It was a year ago he wrestled Ron. Alright, I'm going to give these guys a storytelling match. And y'all are going to a double DQ finish when Sabu runs down and beats up both of them. Dustin Rhodes is unhappy. Damn, that's crazy. And then we'll do a big 5-minute brawl to hype the triple threat match. Ron fighting. Dustin fighting. Sabu fighting. Big 3-man brawl after match. Okay, great. We got Bam Bam, we got Vader, we got Bill. I should probably just book all those guys in one match. I mean, that sounds good to me. Could we do this as a 5v5 if we did like all of... Let me think about this. If we did Pillman, Gordy, Bam Bam, then Mike Awesome and Jerry Lynn. That's 4. We can do 4v4. Because I would like to squeeze Mike Awesome onto the show. So let me think about this. This would be Sting. This would be Big Van Vader. This would be Jumbo. I don't know who the 4th guy would be. And then it would be Brian Pillman. It would be Bam Bam Bigelow. It would be Terry Gordy. And we're going to sneak Mike Awesome onto the show. Who's the 4th babyface? I should book these Joshi while we're in Japan. Dark match, though, because none of them... Well, if we put Bull in the match, I guess it could work. Fourth babyface, unbelievably, Rey Mysterio. Let him cook. Let him cook. Actually, Johnny Smith probably has pop in Japan. Yeah, it should be... Alright, I changed my... I'm sorry, Ray. It's Johnny Smith. Who's absolutely losing this match. Sorry, dude. I don't know who needs the juice. Vader and Pillman both have bad. Alright, so let's give Pillman the win. Sure. Ryan Pillman, loser, Johnny Smith. Thanks for coming, Johnny. Okay, we have 20 minutes left. Oh, Owen and Regal haven't done anything. Holy Demon Army. Now, that's probably an example of guys I should let cut a promo because we're in Japan, right? Well, at least Kawada. I don't know about Taue. Yeah, probably not Taue. Alright, so by Holy Demon Army, I mean Kawada. going to cut a promo on Owen and Steve Regal. Holy Demon Army is going to win the tag belts for Japan. Oh. Johnny Smith is being used too much. Okay, well, we'll make the 4v4 a little shorter, I guess. Is that still too... Wow, too... Okay. 10 minutes. Okay, great. And then we'll go back to that. You know what? I think I am going to put the Joshi on the show and let them cook, because Bull would be recognizable. So, if we did like a 6-woman tag with Bull in there, it would be fine. 3v3. Do we have 3 heel women? That's a great question. Dynamite Kansai. Who's got pop in Japan? That's what we should really be checking. Dynamite Kansai's got a little bit. Huh. La Diabolica has some. I would not have guessed that. Lioness. Oh, Lioness. I mean, Manami's already cutting a promo. Alright. Bull. Lioness. And then we do Kansai or Diabolica. Diabolica's pretty good. And then for the face team, let's do Chaparita, because I don't know how popular she is, but she can cook. She's got pop in Mexico. That's interesting. Oh, she has more pop in Mexico. I guess I guess that makes sense. She was wrestling a lot down there. All right, we're still putting Chaparita in. I don't care. Chigusa, I would like to book Chigusa in Japan. And then Kudo. Let's let them cook. I would like Kudo to win. Cool. Noble, what's up? We still have to. We can still build Ultimo and El Dandy. How much? Oh, we only need 5 more minutes. That sounds like an Ultimo Dragon promo. See how that does. Oh, El Dandy. Right, El Dandy's not. All right, we'll just have him advance the storyline. Ultimo is gonna be first cruiserweight champ. Riley, what's up, man? The yellow is just that Steve Austin, not Steve Austin, Dustin Rhodes is mad, which is fine. All right. Actually, maybe that Manami Toyota promo is fine there. No, let's move it like here. 44. Okay, Ultimo promo cannot open the show. I don't think any of these promos can open the show. So let's open with this 8-man tag. That'll be fun. Yep, that's the show. I mean, we're in Japan, so I'm not completely sure what we're going to get, but I think this main event could cook. So I'm going to guess like a 90. Although I don't know that we're going to get the bonus. Storyline development. Hold on, storyline, character. Then I think everything else is hype. But that is 3. And we think 3 is enough. But we're also not sure. We also haven't actually cracked the code. Well, whatever. Actually, is there anyone else I want to book in a dark match? Just to see how they do in Japan. Who's here? Cutie. I mean, we have a lot more Joshi we could book. Jalen. Kikuchi. I wouldn't mind booking him in Japan. Alright, let's book... You know what? Let's look for a local talent for Kikuchi. Found out about an elderly relative still being alive? What you thought they had... Like, what do you mean? Alright, we're gonna book more Joshi on the dark match. Let's do Debbie. Let's do Debbie and Cutie. Oh, they're like 98, damn. That's Cynthia Moreno. We wanted Cutie Suzuki. Thank you. They will take on the heel team. Let's do Kansai and actually, let's do Kansai and Tamada. Tamada's not even over, but he hates a dark match. That's fine. Debbie, you have a lot of pop in Japan. Not a lot. We'll still have Debbie win. That's fine. No, I can't say I have Noble. Who's local? I'm sure there are many local. Bad Nurse Nakamura. Dick Togo. What are Dick Togo skills looking like? Ooh, bad. Interesting. Dragon, 19-year-old dragon kid, huh? Very bad at everything except aerial. Damn. Harsh. Kaz Hayashi, 22 years old. He's looking pretty good. I mean, he's got no pop. He's like a rookie or whatever. 18-year-old Kikutaru. Hell yeah. Onro? Onro's still working. $15 Ricky Marvin. That's crazy. Fuck off. Go away. Fucking Rossi Ogawa. Oh shit, Takayama. Very good brawling, very good Puro, bad everything else. We gotta give him a chance. You could be a heel, because you're not gonna wrestle Kikuchi. Kaz Hayashi's gonna wrestle Kikuchi. You're gonna be a babyface. That's a third dark match. Alright. Kaz Hayashi versus Kikuchi. Kikuchi will win, since, you know, he works here. And who's going toe-to-toe with Takayama? I brought him in as a heel, although it could change, obviously. I mean, the only things he was good at were brawling and Puro. Steve Regal. Get in there with Takayama. That's probably like a 6-minute match, because Takayama has no pop right now. Okay, I hope we break a 90. I don't know that we will. This show's weird. Also, once again, double check. Yeah, it's just Dustin Rhodes. That's fine. This got a 70. We got the squash match rating. Takayama got a 16. And he's rusty. That's rough. I might still sign him and send him to Smoky Mountain, but that's rough. 54 for Kaz and Kikuchi. Kaz got a 27. Might still sign him and send him to Smoky Mountain. Because he's 22. Got a 60 for the women. Debbie was the best one, so I'm glad she won. Main card, 85 for this 8-man tag, and Bam Bam broke his nose. Oh, I hope he doesn't miss the Triple Crown match with Sting. That would be bad. I was hoping Mike Awesome would do a lot better in Japan, but I guess his big FMW run has never happened because we signed him in like 1992. I don't know how early he was going over there, but I think he was over here instead. Yes, thank you, Inoki. 92 Ultimo Dragon promo. Oh my. Ooh, I had to take a drink. I was so excited. 74 for this random Joshi match. I mean, kind of all Bull Nakano, but that's, you know, I mean, Megumi Kudo got a 66. That's in Japan. Chaparita got a 61. And Chaparita wasn't that over in Japan, so Chaparita's just good. Bad time for Chigusa to be off her game. Although a 57 off her game, I guess, is pretty decent. 71 Kawada promo. Yeah, not... Kawada, we all love the guy, but was never really known as, like, a fountain of charisma, so I guess that checks out. 68. I was hoping Toyota in Japan would cook, because she had, like, 70-something pop. But a 68's fine. It's fine. 80 for Dustin and Ron Simmons. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. 75 for a big 3-man brawl. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for. We got a 94 main event with the 6-man tag. And then we sent Inoki out there to make the crowd happy, although they're probably pretty happy after that 6-man tag. In fact, we shouldn't have done this because it lost heat for both these. That sucks. 92. That's exactly what Zodiac said. Good job, Zodiac. Uh, 7 days, but it can be worked through. So 7 days means he will be hurt at the pay-per-view. So that's rough. We will probably... But he can work through it. So he'll probably just lose a short match to Sting. Sting will probably just beat him in like 6 or 7 minutes. Financial report. We made $875,000. Okay, great. Seems like we made a lot of money coming to Japan. Maritimes, baby. This is a very poor photo of Chavo Guerrero. It looks AI. You know what I mean? It's got that kind of like warbly AI effect on it. Yes, thank you. Ooh, we broke 1 million for Nitro. That's good. We don't always do that. I'm going to sign... I think I'm signing Kaz and Takayama and sending them to Smoky Mountain. Especially because they're unemployed, so it's not like they're doing anything else. Do you have star quality? No, 47 star quality. But, I mean, these are also good. So even, you know, even if he just turns into a good worker, that's fine. It's good to have good workers, you know? Oh, I thought, okay. Tajiri, well, how's Tajiri looking? Tajiri's got stats. Oh, he like just started. He's like a young boy. Also unemployed though. What's your star quality? 63. That's not bad. What's your star quality? 60. That's not bad. Let's bring them both in. They're unemployed. Let's help them out. Tajiri, you're coming in. Takayama, you're coming in. Great. Alright, let's try to book this second Saturday night. What am I going to do with 19-year-old Anro, who's not even, like, over or anything? That's just another Mortis, and we already have Mortis. We already have Mortis and already don't know what to do with him. Hey, Christian, have fun in Smoky Mountain. Hey, El Sagrado, you get to work on the big boy roster, or at least Super Viernes, which is kind of somewhere between the dev, and we have a lot of supers. Although I don't know why that's. We also have a lot of L's, but that's okay. You're on Super Viernes, buddy. Yeah, I probably should make them a tag team in dev. Teams. He has Jen next of Nova and Alex Wright. Oh, he is cooking. Kidman and McFly. Maritato, James Maritato and Adam Flash. What a team. Paul Hogan and Devin Storm. New Breed Extreme of Chris Daniels and Victor Kruger. Chris Daniels and Victor Kruger could actually be an interesting tag team. And then, of course, the Heavenly Bodies. Of course, the Heavenly Bodies are there. Oh, Edge and Christian do, in fact, just show up. That's nice. Oh, I didn't make them active, did I? Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. Any type. Aging. Hey, there they are. Unit. Hey, there we go. What else? I mean, while we're here, what is, the Beat the Champ television champion is Pat Rose. Alright. SMW heavyweight champion is Dr. Tom Pritchard. Alright. SMW tag team champions are Paul Hogan and Devin Storm. Okay, there's some of our dev guys. SMW women's champ is Heidi Lee Morgan. I don't think I'm giving them that many women, so I can't really yell at them about that one. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking about doing what I did in the AEW save, where I just came in and was like, hey man, like, fucking get Dr. Tom out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need him winning the... Although I guess it's good for him to wrestle these young guys and all that, but I want you to be like, you know, I want you to push like, you know, Masato Tanaka and Mike Bucci and all that, Rob Van Dam. Like, that's who I want you to be pushing. I don't... I'll tell you who you could probably actually get rid of is Kevin Sullivan. Oh, he is leaving. Okay, I was going to say, because I signed him to a contract. You definitely don't need Kevin Sullivan. Alright, let's book a Saturday night. No nights off. Let's go... Mid-South, sure. Last time we were here, we were in Texas at Reunion Arena. So let's do... let's go to... You know, let's just go to a different place in Texas. How about that? Alright, I don't want to run a stadium. Alright, you know what? Never mind. Never mind all that. We're going to Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas. Wasn't Dr. Tom already there before you bought SMW? Almost certainly, yeah. We definitely... We didn't sign him. Alright. We're going to keep trying to create finishes for our pay-per-view. A near certainty for Mitsuharu Misawa. Let's go! Now we're talking! That will definitely get used. A likely. A near certainty. Okay. 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 Bit of a gamble. Alright. Incidents. Randy Savage and Tommy Rogers have been having... Oh, he's been having influence over Tommy Rogers. Sure. Lance Storm got yelled at by Terry Funk. John Paul Levesque went to Wrestler's Court for making a mess. Now he has to buy drinks for everybody. And it had a small positive on him. Don Callis yelled at Lance Storm. Richard Morton and Al Perez got into a fight backstage. You guys shouldn't be fighting backstage. You should be keeping your heads down so no one notices you're there. Battlecat and Gary Albright got into a heated argument. Battlecat, you don't want that smoke, bro. Ricky Steamboat has been passing on tips to Joey Maggs. Training. Kurt Hennig was just being cheerful to be around. Just being a happy guy. Let's maybe not do any of these. Let's maybe chill. Alright. Do we debut Onita this week? That is the question. What's your pop? 34. So it's not that bad. I'm going to use one of our character ideas on him. I'm going to use the near... It's Onita, so let's use the near certainty on him. Success. More momentum. Okay. Angle. Actually... Yeah, let's do an angle. Let's just do 4 minutes... Bull Pain, attacker, Richard Slinger, attacker, Terry Funk, victim, Atsushi Onita making the save. So basically, yeah, Funk's going to call those guys out. They're going to beat him up. And then Onita's going to run out to make the save, which in my head gets a giant pop, but he's got like 32 pop in America. So a couple people are going to know him, but not everybody. Also, just to make sure this does not screw us down the road, I'm going to book Richard Slinger and Bull Pain in a tag match on a dark show, and then I'm also going to book Onita and Terry Funk in a dark match. You guys can wrestle the Italians. Six minutes. Bull Pain probably needs to win. We'll give it to Bull Pain. Here's the thing. Technically, we shouldn't ruin the surprise of Onita by putting him in a dark match, but I will forget to do this next stream, so we're just gonna do it now, in case we have to fucking bail. And you guys are gonna beat Dan Spivey. Actually, no, I lied. I'm sorry. You're going to beat Richard Morton and Thomas Rich, who are somehow still here. We will give Onita the win. It's hard to do, like, book this dummy for a dark match, you know what I mean? Like, hey, dummy, book this dark match? Like, it's a little much. Alright. Can we? It's still only, like, we're not... I mean, I was gonna say we're not progressing. That's not true. We are progressing. I would just like to progress faster. Eddie, do you wanna lose to John Paul Levesque? The closer we get to this, the more it's like, do we, like... No, he's still not... Okay. Once Austin retains his title at Bash at the Beach and is more involved on this show, he's gonna have to screw Eddie out of this title. But I don't know, man. Eddie's gonna be, like, real bad. Just looking here to see if there's anyone I want to give a TV title match to, which is crazy. But, you know, just... Eddie's been defending this title every week, so we're kind of running through people quickly. Alright. This comes up every time with Mongo. Mongo has 0 pop. Like, literally 0. You know what? We could do story stuff with this. Let's do Eddie and Dan. Who can probably also have a tech masterclass. Yes. Yes. Alright. Television title. 12 minutes. Actually, those two got... Well, we could... Alright, let's do this. Tech Masterclass. Your winner. Eddie Guerrero. And we will do... a distraction on Dan Severn by Nobuhiko Takada. Let's do it like that. And then afterwards... Oh, no, thank you. Afterwards, I'm going to have Eddie cut a promo, because if you remember, last week he was attacked by Jean Paul and Rick Martel. So basically, he's going to cut a fiery promo afterwards, like... You know, Jean Paul, Rick Martel, you know, you made a biggest mistake attacking me. I wouldn't, you know what, like, you could have earned this TV title match, but you were taking the cheap way, and blah, blah. You know, he's going to get all fired up. I'm starting to get worried about if we can actually get this TV title off of Eddie and onto JPL. It's going to be hard. Alright, Avalanche. Okay, so these two matches are both basically already set for the pay-per-view, which still isn't for 5 weeks. So maybe we just book them in a fucking tag match. Maybe we just book Avalanche and Cactus. Although I think we've literally done this. But let's see. No, we haven't. Great. Perfect. You'd love to see it. Is this a main event? Or is this just a mid-card storytelling match? I think this is a mid-card storytelling match. I don't know who needs the win. Oh, Akiyama's on Saturday now, I guess. That's still going, huh? Let's see. Avalanche. Oh, Avalanche is fairly poor. Okay, let's give Avalanche a win. Loser, Kurt. I mean, you gotta have Sherry get involved. I mean, that's why we're putting her above the shark cage. Above the shark cage. In the shark cage. Above the shark cage would be crazy. Just floating above it. Okay. Steiners have just not been on the show the last couple weeks. We should probably fix that. Vampiro's pop. Oh, Vampiro is getting there. We have done from June 94 to June 95. He has gone from 32 to 80. It's pretty good. So maybe he can beat the Steiners, or at the very least, maybe he could beat Rick Steiner. Yeah, I think Vampiro can pin Rick Steiner. I think we'll be okay. I mean, he can't pin Scott, but that's fine. Scott doesn't need to be pinned. All right. I started the tag title storyline, right? Right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And it's a little cold. Well, you know what'll make it not cold? Steiner promo. Scott Steiner, Rick, stand there. You know what? Let's let Scott. We are kind of grooming Scott to be the next world champion. Let's let him cook. See what happens. Vampiro off screen. Kevin Sullivan off screen. I imagine this is just Scott Steiner ranting a raven like, Vampiro, Kevin Sullivan, we don't care about your spooky bullshit that you're not going to scare us. If you want us in a wrestling match, not in a graveyard, in a squared circle, you name the time and the place. Okay. I feel like I am backing myself into running the horse, like, we're just running this tag match as the main event every week. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I do want to do that, but, you know, we shouldn't. Wow, Tenru makes a lot less than these guys, huh? that's some good value. I think Arn and Rick should just cut a promo, you know? Because Arn was talking about how he wants to get out of Rick's shadow. And I think Rick should just be like, you know, you should be honored to be in my shadow. Men would kill to be in my shadow. But it's not enough for you, is it? And then they should fight. They should probably fight after that. This is going to be a Nick-style 10-minute segment. Rick tells Arn he should be honored to be in his shadow. A fight ensues. Is that the right spelling of ensues? I have no idea. JPL should win. We're trying to get this guy over. I was just saying, like, oh, he's got to be WrestleSummer recognizable. He doesn't. He can just win matches now. John Paul, have you beaten the Z-Man? You have beaten the Z-Man. You know what? Let's go back to the locals. We were looking at this before. El Gigante would be really funny. It would be really bad, but it would be really funny. You know what? This one's for the memers. You guys want JPL? You want Mongo? Here you go. Take both of them. JPL versus Mongo. What could go wrong? We have Tenru, we have Steamboat, who will be wrestling at the pay-per-view. We got to do something with them. Martel is available, I guess. All right, we'll do something like that. All right, so Tenru and Rick Martel will take on Ricky Steamboat and his girlfriend. Ken Shamrock? Ken Shamrock. Are they in a storyline? I don't even know if they're in a storyline. I would hate if they've been wrestling in all these good matches and not even in... Oh, everyone's in this one. Okay, great. Steamboat's is poor. Okay. Steamboat, you can beat Rick Martel. Hopefully him and Shamrock don't have, like, horrendous chemistry. That would suck really bad for us. And we need 6 more minutes. Vampiro, Battle Cat. Battle Cat is really mad at us. The Gilberts. There's no one here who I'm like, they need to be on the show. Maybe we'll just... Let's do a Steamboat promo with Shamrock to be like, hey man, you want to be my partner? And then Shamrock can be like, yeah, you're Ricky Steamboat. I'll help you out. Oh, that means Ken has to talk. Maybe this is no longer 6 minutes. Well, let's let him talk. So we're talking about Tenru. You know what? Let's talk about Takada and Severn too. Him being like, well, you know, normally I would team with them, but they're not doing great. Steamboat recruits Shamrock to be his partner. No idea how that's gonna go. All right, let's open. Oh, opening with the Eddie thing, of course. And then the fiery Eddie promo right after. This feels like this should be like before the main event. And this feels high. Swap this with Steiner. Yep, I think that's good. I think this is like the best show we've booked so far. Although the main event is maybe not the best. I think like a 92. Okay. No chemistry bonus or penalty, so that's fine for Funk and Onita. Onita got a 53. Okay. I mean, he's got like 30 pop, so a 53 is decent. See what we can make from him. And his extremist gimmick is very good. All right, same with Bull Payne and Richard Slinger. Just neutral chemistry. That's fine. 74, Eddie and Dan didn't click at all. That sucks, because they were both very technical, and I told them to have a technical match. You would think that would be fine, but here we are. A 93 for the Eddie promo, though. That's good. A 48 for John Paul Levesque versus Mongo. We cooled the crowd. It's been a long time since we booked something so bad on a main card that it cooled the crowd. But here we are. All right, we're getting them back. We're getting them back with Steamboat and Shamrock. They're like, oh, finally, stars. Shamrock didn't do like terrible here, but I think Steamboat on his own probably is in the 90s, so he probably brought him down about 10 points, but that's not, you know, he wasn't like horrendous. 76 for our Onita debut, even though he really just debuted on the dark match. But we had to know. We had to know. We debuted Onita in Kansas. Probably not the best market for him, but you know, what are you gonna do? Oh! I didn't believe in this match. I was like, this is a mid-card match. This was storytelling, too, so this could have, like, cooked. Oh, I wonder if I put the wrong match last. Dr. Death got a 91. A 99 on the Scott Steiner promo. He's ready, brother. Oh, the Starrcade match can't come soon enough. $95 for this, good. The fighting part maybe went a little too long, but they liked the talking part where Rick was like, you know, how dare you try to get out of my shadow. Oh no, this was the right main event. Tenru and Steamboat? It's kind of just like these two guys don't have anything to do match. That might be really good. That might be the show of the match of Great American Bash. Like they might overshadow Austin and Eddie for the title. And Rick and Arn. Although Rick and Arn should be really good. Like Tenru and Steamboat probably the better workers, but Rick and Arn will be like a super hot feud. Well, this is going to be a super hot feud too. Just keep having 98 rated matches. You know, that'll make it hot. 96. I was correct. This was the best show we booked. All right, we made 500 grand. We went up in Kyushu. We went up in Mid-South. We went up in Maritimes. What title would we give them? I guess that would be a way to get the TV title off Eddie. Have him lose it to Tenru. But I don't. TV title seems beneath them, really. Tenru can definitely break from the Horseman at some point. We were gonna break the Horseman up this pay-per-view, but it didn't really work. But that is something, like, you know, maybe that's our Fall Brawl thing. Although I think Fall Brawl is set to be a Nitro show, but we can switch that. We can switch that, no problem. Brian Armstrong bruised his tailbone at Smoky Mountain. Okay. And we did a house show in British Columbia for 100 fans. Someday, there will be a company in Canada that we can buy or something. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead to Super Viernes here. But I think we're probably going to call it here. Okay, all of our unemployed Japanese signings are here, so have fun with these guys. Cornette, I'm sure you know what to do with all of them. Hayabusa, okay. Let me see. We are right before the pay-per-view, right? You know what? Let's do Super Viernes, and then we could open the next stream with Bash. Let's get it out of the way. Which I might regret, because I have, like, no plans for it. But let's do it. No nights off. As always, we will go Arena Mexico. Gonna keep racking creative finishes. A likely for Avalanche. Gamble, okay. Likely, alright. Incidents. Wait, I've been approached by Super Muneko. Oh, I see. Who has asked that son? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, sure. It's your sibling. You can come in. That's fine. Viano 6. Sure. La Chola, who is dating MS1. Sure. More the merrier. Rick Rude and Tenru have tension. Not great. And Storm got yelled at by Savage. Elf Connect wants to be a chief enforcer. Laser-chan passing on chips to Chavo. You know, for fun to be around. Okay, alright. Gonna skip that. I know I had to book this dummy. Oh, yes, we're doing Astro Connect for the heavyweight title. That is a match that should, in many ways, be the main event. But I don't think it'll be very good. I might open with it, which is kind of weird. But Kinect is gonna win, and we're just gonna end this feud. Alright. Let's... What else are we doing? Randy Savage is the star. I mean, Savage should probably cut a promo. Basically, oh, Paraguayo, you beat the genius. You didn't beat me. You didn't prove nothing. Didn't prove anything. He beat El Genio. Okay. Hey, Hayabusa, what's up, man? I will use every character idea we have. Alright. Deploy it. Success. Very warm. Very warm makes it so we can book them, right? Cool, let's get them on the show. Hayabusa. You are defeating our best flippy heel. Or maybe not best, but... Alright, Oro and Plata are like the eventual... Like, we want you to win that, welterweight title. Oh, Taka would be really good. And We already know that Taka will try to intimidate you and then fail and then do the job. So let's, yeah, Hayabusa and Taka. 10 minutes. Cook. Your winner, Hayabusa. Uh-huh. Yep, he's cracking the knuckles. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright. Let's figure out. Let me look at this roster here and look at some heels. Alright, Blue Panther needs to do something big. You know what? He has Black Warrior as a tag team partner now because he's his brother or cousin or whatever the fuck. They could go after the tag titles. They could go after Blue Demon and Atlantis. That would make sense. So let's have them. In fact, let's make that a storyline. Let's end Panther Norman. That is over. Let's add storyline. Super Viernes. Tag titles. Blue Demon, that works. Atlantis. Blue Panther. Black Warrior. Alright. So, Panther and Warrior. Do you have tech too? Oh, you do a, no, not really. Okay, it was worth a shot. You guys can be the face team. Such as... who has tech? Oh, Skyda. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best place to sneak Skyda. I would kind of prefer him to win a match. Alright, I was thinking about doing a Tech Masterclass tag match, but I don't think we need to do that anymore. They could just beat the Headhunters. What a match this is. Blue Panther is going to win. Let's give this like 8 minutes. I don't think they need a ton of time. Panther, do you promo? No, you do not promo. Black Warrior, do you? Black Warrior maybe promos, but probably not. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the tried and true, the never fails, old reliable belt motions. Panther and Warrior make belt motions after the match. They want tag belts. Alright. Piper promo. He wants the Viernes next week. And he's going to be teaming with his old friend, Coco Beware, which we might have actually done already, now that I think about it. I think... Did we... I have to check. You know what? We'll make it a street fight just in case. Although now I'm curious. Roddy Piper, match history. No. We didn't. It was a six. We've only done 6-man tags. Well, whatever. We can do a street fight anyway. That's fine. No, Astro is not winning. Super Astro is cooled and unimportant. I haven't been like thrilled by Connect, but he's at least well known, you know. All right, El Dandy. What is? I mean, I guess El Dandy should just cut a promo on Ultimo. Although, really, he should be in Japan. He shouldn't be here. Well, he's got 2 days. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's have it be a pre-tape. Then all of our problems are solved. Outside broadcast, video, pre-tape, storyline development. Who am I to doubt El Dandy? Advanced storyline. Light heavyweight title. He's in that storyline, right? I'm going to kill myself if he's not in that storyline. Okay, he's in the storyline. Great. Taped Dandy promo from Japan. Hyping match with Ultimo. Okay. We need to book wrestling, which is the thing I don't often... Not a problem I ever have, really. We got Negro Casas. We have Negro Casas, and we need a Tech Masterclass. I think we know where we're going there. Yeah, 80-88 Tech. All right. And he's well known. Okay, great. So he could wrestle anybody. Who's got Tech? Love Machine, Astro Ray Jr. I mean, Atlantis, but that's a big match. We're not just going to throw that on here. Sasuke has really good tech. Miguelito Perez has okay tech. Norman. Oh, poor Norman. Oh, Sky. You know what? This would actually be a good place to debut Skyda. Hey, Skyda, go have a banger with Negro Casas, you know? 12 minutes. I wouldn't even hate making this a storyline. Oh, yeah, it would probably help if I actually put people in it. So we'll make this a Tech Masterclass. Negro Casas will win, and we can have it be tainted. That's fine. We should hear from our new Trios champions. And by that, I mean we should hear from American Love Machine. American Love Machine. Too cold. Sorry, Too Cold background. And Great Sasuke background. New Trios champ. Celebration promo. Actually, let me check this. American Love Machine. You can talk a little bit. Too Cold, no. Great Sasuke, no, probably not. Okay, I that's the right call. We need more matches. Lasertron, Coco, Atlantis is here again. You know what? We can have Coco and Roddy win a match and then have Roddy cut that promo. So let's have Roddy and Coco beat Can't be the Villanos, so let's do Candido and Furnace, I guess. Give Coco the win. Well, no, Roddy just came back. Let's give Roddy the win. And that's time. Okay, perfect. What do we... Oh, let's open with Negro Casas and Skyda. New Trios Champ Celebrate. This sounds good to me. Roddy thing, and then the Piper promo. Oh, Hayabusa and Taka is really high on this card. Let's swap that with this Piper stuff. I'm also now realizing that Astro and Kinect is in fact the main event, even though I was like, let's not make that the main event. So I'm gonna give it a creative finish. Because I don't believe in them. I think we need help. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for this show. I'm gonna say like an 81. But you know what? I wanted to book a dark match. I need to put other women on this brand. Like those luchadors we have on Nitro. I should just move them back over here. Alright, I want to book someone who's like not a child. Who has any pop? Does anyone have any pop? Guerra Papura has some pop. Vicky Carenza. Oh, Vicky's pretty good. Alright, Vicky, you're coming in as a heel. We are going to do a dark match with Gran Hamada teaming with Xochitl to take on Vicky and I don't know, fucking El Brazo. 8 minutes. Give Xochitl the win. Alright, once again, if this show breaks an 80, I'll be happy. I know just last week I was like, we've gotten into the groove, but then I didn't book any of the people that are good in the main event, so here we go. This got a 56. Gran Hamada and Xochitl Hamada have absolutely zero chemistry as partners. Well, that's just great. You love to see a father and daughter just not working together at all. Alright, I was thinking about using them as a mixed tag team, but we will not be doing that. We will let them continue doing their own things. Oh, how is her gimmick? No. Oh, Xochitl already debuted hers, that's right. 76 for Negro Casas and Skyda got a better rating than Negro Casas in this Tech Masterclass. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay. Alright. $59 for the promo. Okay, I was hoping Love Machine would give us some juice here, but that's okay. That's alright. 61 for Hayabusa and Taka. Again, we saw Hayabusa's popularity. It was in the single digits, so a 61 is crazy. I think we will have him, especially with the character idea giving him the very warm momentum, whereas we could just book him in matches. I think we will have him up into recognizable in no time. 83 for the Taped El Dandy promo. Okay, I was hoping this would be like a 90, but an 83 is fine. $76 for Panther and Warrior against the Headhunters. That's decent. Michael Hayes did some good work at ringside. Oh, yeah, I'm glad he came to Mexico with the Headhunters. Oh, Michael Hayes in Mexico would be a handful. Yeah, we knew this would be bad. Oh, wait, no. I didn't even have them talk. This was just belt motions, and it was still bad. All right, well, the match will be good, you know? We'll just have to book some trios. And actually, not even trios. We could just book singles matches. That would probably be the best way to build this up. Panther vs. Demon, Atlantis vs. Black Warrior, stuff like that. 69 for Roddy and Coco versus Candido and Doug Furnace, sure. 60, 59, 65, 61, just a bunch of mid. 81 for the promo, though, that's good. 92 for the Savage promo. Thank you, Randy. Come on, main event. 79, and that was with the creative finish. Woof. Woof. All right. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be good, and I booked it anyway, but I just felt like we had to blow this meandering feud off. So now we can do something else with Connect, although I don't know what that's going to be, because he's a heel heavyweight. Like, what babyface heavyweights? Most of our heavyweights are heels. I don't know. We'll think of something. We'll cook up with something. You know what? I'll take an 83. I thought we were getting an 80. This Randy Savage promo, I think, helped us a lot. And, of course, as always, the wide selection of angles. Made $349,000. No changes in popularity. That's interesting. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of heavyweights. So there's not a lot to do with it. But also, like, it's Lucha. If we just don't defend the title for, like, 3 months, that's normal, you know? It's fine. Giant Warrior is doing a handshake deal with Cleveland All-Pro. Yeah, okay, man. Velvet McIntyre is went up to 172 pounds. All right. Check Hayabusa pop. I can't imagine it went up that much for winning one match on TV, but let's see. Actually, it did. Actually, he did go up 10 points just for beating Taka on TV. Weird that it didn't change in Mexico, considering... Oh, wait, no, it would show here, not there. Yeah, it went up like 14 points in Mexico. Because that's where it happened. That makes sense. Yeah, no, he's gonna be a good. He's gonna be a good. The plan for our immediate plan, maybe not immediate, but like a month or two down the road, is I want him to. I always forget if it's Oro. I think it's Plata that has the welterweight title. I would like him. I would like that to be his first accomplishment. Yeah, he has the welterweight title. I would like that to be his first accomplishment, winning the welterweight title from Plata. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this stream. We will be back next stream. We're finally made it to a pay-per-view. We'll get to kick right off with Bash at the Beach, and then we'll get to go into Notepad time. I know you'll all be so excited. What a great way to start the next stream. Then, of course, Thursday, WWE versus TNA. We'll go right into Nick's pay-per-view, I think. Or maybe... Yeah, because we did his go-home, right? Yeah, I think we're going right into Judgment Day. So we got some big pay-per-view streams coming up. So yeah, tune in for that on Thursday. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come watch live Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern, twitch.tv/Swarls. And that's it. Bye, everybody.